Hello there and welcome along. The Gardener Ben here with your next companion plant, and the beautiful astrantia in front of me is Astrantia Sparkling Stars Red. Currently available from Golden Valley Plants, this is part of the Astrantia Sparkling Stars series. There are many different astrantias held within that collection of many different colours, so there's something for everybody's taste, but Sparkling Stars Red, as you can see, is a beautiful port or claret coloured astrantia bearing these really very beautiful nectar-rich flowers through the months of June, July, August, and into the very beginning of September. Now, all astrantias mix well with lots of other cottage garden perennials and roses, and you can see here this particular one is surrounded by another cottage garden favourite, which I've covered in this series before. This one is Alchemilla mollis, or the lady's mantle, and you can see the two mix really beautifully together. There's something about the frothy lime green texture of the Alchemollis and this sort of spiky, almost stark contrast of flower from the astrantia that works really nicely together. All astrantias are clump-forming plants. They produce a really dense mound of green foliage from the months of March all the way through to the first frosts. Each will then be crowned by their different coloured flowers, borne on tall, upright and strong stems. These are really rain resistant and really bob around quite nicely. So if you're somewhere where you suffer inclement weather, an astrantia is a really good idea because these take inclement weather really well. So through the months of June, July, August and into the beginning of September, they'll be crowned with these beautiful flowers, which the more you deadhead, the more they will produce, and they cut really well. So if you want to cut yourself a nice informal bouquet of flowers from the garden, you can also cut just a singular bunch of astrantia. It works really nice in a vase and lasts for several days. But I say these flowers are absolutely adored by flying pollinators, very specifically pollinators with very long tongues. Things like butterflies and moths absolutely adore these nectar-rich flowers. So a great way of enticing pollinators into the garden, especially butterflies, because they absolutely adore these ones. Astrantias prefer a position in the garden in dappled shade and preferably on a damp but not waterlogged soil. They don't like drying out at all. So if you choose to grow this as part of a container garden, make sure that you get a water retaining source underneath your astrantia to make sure that it doesn't dry out, because otherwise it won't be particularly happy. Try mixing Astrantia Sparkling Stars Red with roses like Timeless Cream, which is available from Peterbilt's Roses, or other strong coloured roses like Young Lycidas from David Austin Roses, for a really beautiful dark rich combination. Or mix it with other cottage garden perennials like the Alchemilla mollis for a really informal, frothy and very billowy cottage garden style. Today's cottage garden companion plant is Astrantia Sparkling Stars Red.